Hi, my name's Tim with ABC Acres in Hamilton, Montana. Today we're coming from our vegetable food production garden here on the farm. I want to talk about food waste today. So often people across the country consume food, and more than likely this food scraps go into the drain through the incinerator and it's wasted. The reality is we're in a cyclical world. As a permaculturist, as a permaculture farm, we follow natural systems. There is no beginning or end to a natural system. There's a cycle that is happening. In traditional agricultural models, they're fertilizing the ground, they're producing food, the food is eaten, the food scraps are thrown away as waste. In permaculture, we see the opportunity to take fertilized ground, grow abundant food opportunities, take that food, consume it. Any food waste is then taken and put back into the system and utilized to fertilize the ground. And then the cycle starts over. So for instance, here we are with our chickens, and what we do is we take some of our daily, weekly food scraps from my personal consumption, and we will distribute that onto parts of our compost pile. Whether it's a few day old pile, oops, I just killed a chicken, our 1 week old pile, our 2 week old pile, etc., etc. We utilize that to invite the chickens to get in and to stir the compost pile up, to add nutrients to it. Obviously, there's much biological activity going on with insects getting in there and breaking down the food further. And so this is just one way that we can take a waste, a food scrap from our kitchen, and turn it into a productive addition to the farm. Unlike our compost piles, where we add the food to develop a nutrient-rich amendment for our soil through the use of the chickens pecking through there, supplementing their feed, adding manure, etc., etc., we will, as I've already done here, give the food directly to our hog herds. We do consume only organic food, so I'm happy with the quality of food that these animals are getting. It helps supplement their organic grain that we do give them through the late winter or early spring months when we don't have the grass production in the field. So that helps the bottom line. With those that don't have livestock to take care of that, the food scraps, the food waste, or don't have big compost productions, there are other ways, smaller ways, that those, say, in the suburban context, can utilize those. Let's talk about that now. In addition to kitchen scraps that come from the farm, we also have a relationship with a restaurant in the local town where we collect their food screenings Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Those are potato peels, apple peelings, lettuce heads, and other type of products that they acquire during the preparation phase of cooking. Rather than that going to waste, we go ahead and collect that product and we put it in these open trenches. Now, this isn't organic food. This is not from an organic restaurant, so we wouldn't feed that to our livestock. But we do utilize it in this scenario where we'll fill these trenches. By filling the trenches with food and other compostable materials and then cover it up, we're inviting biological activity in the soil to promote health in the soil as it breaks down nutrient offloading. We're getting worms and other biological activity to create fertilization in the soil. And then on the back end of this, we will actually plant along the trench. And if you follow the fence line to the west, this is my south property line, this is already been filled with food waste, been covered, and we're going to be planting one of our major spring projects along this line here in a few weeks, and we'll be highlighting that at a later section. So this is something you can do in your backyard. You definitely don't need livestock to take food to fertilization. You could create a small shoveled trench in your backyard, deposit the food in there incrementally as it's obtained in the house, and then over a period of 30, 60, 90 days or more, depending on your climate, you can then go back into that and find rich humus to add to your existing vegetable gardens. You can plant right to it. So again, an asset here of taking food waste to fertilization through a cycling process. And then just to show you some of our audience, we got our cattle herd here, ready to start moving rotationally here later this week. Hi, girls. As a society, we need to start looking at a full cycle approach to our livelihood, and food consumption is no different. So we can grow it, we can harvest it, we can put it on the plate, but just after we've done consumed it, it doesn't end there. We can return it to the earth as an asset to start the process all over again. If you get a chance, let me know what you're utilizing your food waste for. Again, whether you're on broad acreage or you're in a small apartment or a quarter-acre suburban lot, there's opportunity for you to take these food scraps and use them as an asset moving forward. If you get a chance, check out some of our other videos. Better yet, come visit us here at the farm. We'd love to show you firsthand what we're doing here at ABC Acres. Thanks so much for watching, and always have a great day. Bye-bye now. Shabadoo! Beautiful, beautiful day.